when we first started out as musicians and producers, it was Puff that said to me, there's so much more that you could be doing. He called me a rock star, and I'm still not. But he saw so much more in me than I saw in myself, and I feel like that's what my job here is on the show, is to show people, like, point out the potential that they might not see. And it just seemed like a perfect fit because this guy's the master of it. He's done it countless times with so many artists, and like I said, I was lucky to be one of those people that benefited from something that just comes so natural to him.
We like to make people dance, like to make people feel good, and I think it's his taste level. It's a level of taste of the choices that we make, or the choices that we don't make, that I think that we have in common. We're not afraid to not make choices just because the rest of the world is making them.
Oh, it's fun.
Yeah.
I wish he was on here all the time.
We work together a lot, and we have just a natural chemistry. It's one of my best friends, and not just somebody I know in the industry. And so it's just a natural thing. We have a natural love of music, so it's like, watching Charles Barkley and Kenny Smith or Shaq talk about basketball. They're passionate about it. They know the game. They've been in the championships. They could tell you what to do and what not to do. And they may be right, they may be wrong, but at least you know that they played the game.
And that's what the artists need. They need people who understand it. Like you said, crisis management. Somebody knows it, like when the clock's running down, you got to make a really serious decision. You're going to have to learn how to go with your gut on things like that. And that's what he's been giving to people today. It's like reminding them, like, you can't keep thinking about this. Some part of this has to be really natural, has to be really visceral, and you got to really feel it. And we can't teach you that, and you can't go in thinking you know already. You got to let the moment lead you. And he's been very good with that today. I mean, among other things, but that's what I like. I think it'll be interesting to see what comes out, because people always surprise you. They come out of nowhere. Like, you think you know, and then you don't. And then there's some people where you just kind of like, we'll see. You always have to hope for the best for certain people. But then I feel like we do have a couple of dark horses too. So we'll see. I'm still learning. I think advice is something that this guy he's in that position right now. He is an empire. He does things that you can listen to.
I'm gonna give some advice that Pharrell gave me recently, and it's probably the best advice that you can give to an artist. Is to tell the truth. You have to be honest. It has to be the truth. People can see right through it when it's not. And the songs that count, if we think about any of our #1 records, those were honest songs. No matter what it was just something that was coming from our heart. And when you're telling the truth, whether it's singing the lyrics of the song, or taking your nervousness and making it burst into greatness, or just whatever you're dealing with at that time, you have to be honest with yourself and stay true to yourself.